If you're relying on your retirement savings for most of your retirement security, it's important that you have a clear idea of how much to save. Your savings rate depends obviously on your ultimate goal. And if you're like most people, that ultimate goal would be to be able to enjoy the same standard of living after retirement as you had while you were working. So to quantify this, we'll first of all break your spending down into two buckets: investment and regular consumption. By investment, I mean the money you set aside for mortgage payments, child raising costs, employment costs, and of course retirement savings. Everything else, including paying taxes, is part of your regular consumption. So we can now put it this way. You want to have enough income from your RRSP as well as government pensions to be able to match your regular consumption in retirement. We call this, in my book, The Real Retirement, we call this your neutral retirement income target, or NRIT for short. We found that in the majority of households, your NRIT is about 50%. In other words, you need to have retirement income equal to about 50% of your gross final income. To give an example, we'll look at a couple, married couple with 2 children and a house that's paid off, who retire at age 65. Assuming that their income is $100,000, we'll work out how much they need to have in their RRSP. So what we do is we start with $100,000 of final income. We subtract off $70,000, which gives us $30,000. Multiply that by 6, and we end up with $180,000. And that's a pretty good first estimate of how much they need to have in their RRSP by 65. Of course, that varies from household to household, by income obviously, but also by other factors as well. I'd like to leave you with 2 thoughts. First of all, based on that formula, one shouldn't really be saving in an RRSP if one's household income is less than $70,000. You're better off saving in a tax-free savings account instead. And the other thought is that you probably want to spread the pain. While the main message these days is that you need to save more in order to have a comfortable retirement, you don't want to save so much that you end up having a miserable working life.